Morning show right here on WTIM, your information station. I'm your host, Tim Zalabak. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. Live stream sponsors are People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. On the phone line, we have Aaron Cromit, Programming and Outreach Manager at Taylorville Public Library. Good to have you back on the show, Aaron.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I know it's been a busy summer out there, and you got even more planned coming down the way for us. So we're very excited to hear about all your events, all your programming today. But let's get started with the summer reading program. You were so excited about this. Did you get the success you were looking for?
Oh, I mean, it was unprecedented. It was way beyond anything I could imagine. Like I said before, I think over 220 people signed up. We had tons of fun events. Everybody had a great time. And I'm just looking forward to an even bigger summer reading program next year.
That is just really what we want to hear right there. Unprecedented attendance at this summer reading program, and really what we wanted to hear. Were you seeing age ranges all over the place? Because we knew this was open to just a lot of people.
Yes, I had everything from parents signing up their 3 months old all the way to people in their 80s.
Wow. It's just absolutely what you wanted to do there, right? You're opening up Taylorville Public Library to the public right here. It feels like a new stretch of programming kind of laid out for us here.
Yes, and because of the success of the summer reading program, because we have 2 weeks around winter time where, of course you just want to have fun, and they're not really going to backslide and forget how to read in that 2 weeks. But I figured the more activities we provide, the better. So we're going to be doing a short little winter reading program, and we've secured Santa and Miss Claus to come in and do free photos with everyone during the winter reading program. So that's something to look forward to.
Absolutely. The cherry on top right there. We get to have a winter reading program, and we get to see Mr. and Mrs. Claus all while doing it. So that is really awesome. And remind me again how registration goes for our reading programs with Taylorville Public Library.
For the winter reading program, it's going to be a little different. It's just going to be open. So I will have details on that later, but people will sign up for the specific activities. But the Santa and Mrs. Claus is going to be open to everybody during that time.
That is really awesome. Aside from the numbers of people that were attending summer reading program, and especially the age range, those two right there, you can call it a success. But were there any other big pieces right there that really said, we need more of these summer reading programs?
I mean, we had so many people pushing to read, even people who didn't think they had time to read were setting aside extra time to read. Children were getting so into it. They read so many minutes. We tracked it by minutes, and just everybody got into it. We had wonderful activities. I actually received a few thank you cards from different people because they had such a good time.
That is the best thing that we wanted to hear right there. And Aaron, how long have you been in the position Programming and Outreach Manager at the public library?
I've actually been here less than a year.
Wow.
Funny enough, I started on Halloween last year, and I feel like I'm really lucky to have this job. I really think it's a wonderful community, and the more programs we can offer for information and help and fun, the better.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We're just going to keep offering more and more programs.
Hard to believe. It hasn't even been a year yet. You've been taking this position just so well. We are lucky in this Taylorville community to have someone as passionate and as ready to prepare these programs for us all out here. So that is really awesome. Talking summer reading program and the upcoming winter reading program, which we're lucky to be treated to that. No date set on that yet?
Not yet. It'll be during the break of, when the kids are out of school.
Cool.
So I will have something up very soon on that. Well, what I have started doing with our program guides and on our website is I put out the programs for this month, and then I put a sneak peek, save the date.
Nice.
So you have the next month too. So you can plan ahead and hopefully, make time to get to more of these programs.
Absolutely. Where can we find Taylorville Public Library online? You guys do Facebook, website?
Yes, we have Facebook and we have a website, and you can always call us too. And we also have paper program guides in the library.
Just
so,
awesome.
Yes, today we have Miss Emily doing her preschool lab at 11, and she does amazing story times. I mean, even I just love to sit there and listen to her do her story times. They're so good that we're going to start recording them and putting them up so people can watch them when they don't come in. But you can see her at Preschool Labs every second and fourth Thursday of the month. And let's see, next Monday we've got Homeschool Hangout. We have Paint Night for ages 15 and up on the 19th, and Paint Night for all ages on the 25th. Both of those are at 5 p.m. in the community room. And you can go to our Facebook or our website for the Eventbrite link. The tickets are free, but you do have to sign up on Eventbrite so I know how many people to set up for.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. Let's start with Preschool Lab right there. It's happening today, correct? What time today?
It's at 11. And Miss Emily does a really cute craft, the snacks, and then she does story time.
Okay. What makes Emily's story times so good?
I don't know what it is. It's the quality of her voice. It's her kindness. It's her whole demeanor. And also, I mean, it's like a sweet younger woman version of Mr. Rogers or something. She's great. Like I said, even I want to sit there. And we're going to start getting some little musical instruments and little sound effects type things and little costumes. So we're really going to get into this story time thing. We're going to make little videos. Because I asked her, I said, your story times are so great. Would you mind if we did this? Yeah. Apparently they did that before too during the pandemic. But we're just going to bring it back for people who can't come in or who just want to have extra feel good story times with Miss Emily.
Just perfect. And when you're talking preschool age, it's an important time in development, of course. And how much interaction happens? What kind of skills are you trying to develop here other than, sitting and listening, that kind of thing?
We're developing social skills. We're developing hand-eye coordination, creative skills. She always does a craft that has a little, not a lesson, but it has a little theme. So there's some educational element to it as well. And then, snacks. Who doesn't love some goldfish and some Capri Sun?
Absolutely. When did these preschool labs appear?
No, those are the second and fourth Thursday of each month at 11 a.m. Awesome. And then we also have our homeschool hangouts. Yeah. Those are 2 times a month. That's at 11 a.m. Those are for all ages as well. And that's for our homeschoolers. It gives the people a chance to socialize. And I usually will plan a lesson for different ages, but the people who come are free to do whatever they'd like. They can have me there for help or for participation, or they could just do whatever they like and just use the materials in the space.
Great. It's been a while since we talked homeschool hangouts there. Has attendance in those grown at all since last time we talked about it?
Well, over the summer, I think things dwindled a little because we didn't have the homeschool hangout for a while because of the summer reading, and now it's just started back up. So I know that the kids were really loving it. I think the attendance is going to start, being bigger. More people are going to start coming again.
Absolutely, and I'm hoping so. What are the time ranges for homeschool hangout? When do those appear?
Those are usually it's 2 Mondays a month, and it depends if it's the second or fourth, or it depends on the Monday, but it's 2 Mondays a month, and it's at 11 a.m. They can check our website or our Facebook, and I'll be posting ahead of time each time to remind people.
Awesome. And then our paint night as well. I know you got one for adults and one for all ages. Perfect. You're thinking of everybody on this. When are these happening?
Yes. Okay. Wednesday the 18th is the 15 and up, and Wednesday the 25th is the all ages. And they start at 5. They're in the community room. And as I said, if you can't figure out the Eventbrite link, or for whatever reason you don't want to use that, you can always call us and let us know. And I'll just put your name down. I've always have extra spots. It's best if I know ahead of time who's coming. But, like I said, there's always extra spots.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are these?
And that's free.
Free event.
Sorry.
Love a free event.
Yeah, the supplies are free. We got snacks. And, to be honest, it's actually a pretty fun social time, too. Everybody there is always sweet, and we have fun. There's all different skill levels. So I don't want anyone to be intimidated. It's simple art, and it's all different. And that's part of the beauty of it. It's one image. And I'm still learning how to teach those images to every skill level. But the most fun part is everyone getting together and seeing the different versions of the art. And every single piece is beautiful.
Absolutely. That is exactly what I was going to get at right there. It's really 50% of a lot of these arts, really that social aspect, getting out and knowing what kind of resources your community has in the Taylorville Public Library right now. Really, really cool. And these paint nights, you kind of already hit it right there, but I was going to ask what they entail. We're kind of looking at one image, and we're all trying to recreate that image. It's not a freestyle night.
Yeah, well, I have done some different freestyle ones before, and we do that sometimes. But I'm picking an image ahead of time now, and it's a pretty simple image, like I said. And sometimes people are just too hard on themselves, or they're so jaded. But art is totally subjective, and I think I'm not joking. Like, I'm not just saying it to be sweet. I love every single piece of art that comes in there. I love everyone getting together, having fun. See the looks on people's faces, the interaction. It's wonderful.
So much to look forward to at Taylorville Public Library. We have Erin Crummett on the phone, programming and outreach manager over at Taylorville Public Library. Much more to talk about when we come back, and more events over at the library. You've been listening to the WTIM Morning Show live stream, brought to you by our sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, in Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with a Landmark. We'll be right back here on WTIM, your information station.
Your information information station, WTIM.
Hello, it's Cousin Bill with Illinois Paving, and the birds are here, September through December. But don't fear, there's still time for asphalt paving, seal coat, and oil and chip. No need to fear just because the birds are here. If you're still in need of a driveway repair, Illinois Paving will not leave you in despair. Call today before time runs out and you're unable to get on the schedule this year. 788-7777. 788, all sevens. IslePaving.com.
Shop local first.
Think about what a huge impact local shopping has on our local economy when our money stays at home versus shopping via the internet or with the big box stores. Your dollars get turned over several times, benefiting our communities. The Miller Media Group and these local businesses encourage you to shop local first. Davis Family McDonald's, located in Taylorville, Pana, Shelbyville. I'm loving it. These local businesses and the Miller Media Group ask you to shop local first.
Shop local first. All across the area, shop here first.
There's only one Central Illinois radio station that brings you the memories of the 60s and early 70s as you are cruising down the streets of your hometown. The dial position is 98.3 FM. The station is 98.3 WSVZ. From Macon to Vandalia and I-55 to I-57, cruising 98.3 plays the hits from early Elvis in the 60s to the British invasion of the Beatles, Herman's Hermits, and many more from the 1960s. Then we swing into the early half of the 1970s with artists like the Guess Who, the Doobie Brothers, and Elton John. Every song brings back something you remember about growing up. Set a button and crank up the station, playing good time rock and roll from the Tower of Power, cruising 98.3 WSVZ.
Find out about available units at Taylorville's Valley View Mobile Home Park, 913 North Taylorville Boulevard, by clicking the Valley View Mobile Home Park icon on the obits page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is Dr. Bill Byers, and I'm excited to announce the expansion of my Stealth Wellness business. Not only do I do functional medicine testing, blood work, and nutrition, but I've added red light therapy and sauna therapy to benefit those of Central Illinois. To learn more, click on my banner ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into our WTIM morning show, this time with Erin Cromit, Programming and Outreach Manager at Taylorville Public Library. We've been learning a lot from her today. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We're going to start this one off. We learned a whole bunch of upcoming programs and programs that already happened. But after enjoying these programs, and I want to come check out a book, Miss Erin Cromit, I'm gonna need a library card. How do we get our hands on those?
Well, if you're a resident, you can get one free.
Cool.
And if you're not a resident, the fee is $69.
Okay.
However, September is library card sign-up month, so I'm really hoping we get some new people in here. And because of Cards for Kids, I believe it's Public Act 1020834. I'm not sure, but if you are under 18 and you are outside of the Taylorville town limits, but you are in Christian County and you are in a place where you do not have access to a public library, you can come to Taylorville and we will get you a library card for free thanks to Cards for Kids.
Wow. That is a really great initiative right there. Can you think off the top of your head cities in Christian County not having a public library?
Oh, yeah. There's Edinburgh, Kincaid, Mount Auburn. Obviously, Pana has a library, Stonington has a library, but all the other places here that don't have a public library, those children under 18 are eligible for a free library card thanks to Cards for Kids.
Perfect.
All you have to do is come in or give us a call, and you obviously have to come in to sign up, but you can call us if you have any questions before that.
Okay, awesome. So under 18 years old in Christian County, if your city doesn't have a public library, Taylorville Public Library is here to help you out. Here with Aaron Crummett, Programming and Outreach Manager at Taylorville Public Library. I know you wanted to touch briefly on some of the more things you can find at the Taylorville Public Library, like in the Seed Library.
Yes, we're still developing our seed library, and we will have updates on that, but we are going to be doing some programming with that as well, and with some master gardeners and helping you if you want to volunteer at community gardens here in Christian County or our surrounding areas, or if you would like to start your own community garden, or if you just want to work on the garden at your home. We're going to have lots of programs for that, so people can be educated on how to grow things and how to preserve their food.
Yeah.
Just to help out with, everybody could use that kind of information. So I think that's a really good thing we'll be offering.
Awesome. Yeah, another thing you can find at Taylorville Public Library. Aaron, before we get into our some more of our save the dates, things we are looking forward to in the future, anything else we need to clear up?
Yes, I just wanted to remind people that everybody's welcome at the library. It's a safe and wonderful place with lots of information, and we are here to help. And I just wanted to say that all of our programs, unless specifically noted, all the programs and events are free and open to the public, non-card holders, non-residents, everyone.
Wow. So a lot of the stuff, most of the stuff we talked about today, summer reading program, winter reading program, all that stuff free and open to the public.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And then a lot of times we talked about registration, but that's usually just letting you know a head count for how many people you're expecting.
Exactly. Perfect. Like with the pay night, I really do like to know it ahead of time, but if people need to just call me and ask, and I'll add them to the list. I'll make sure that there's room for everybody. I'd like to make sure that there's room for people, and we get more and more people in there.
Absolutely. Perfect. Alrighty. Taylorville Public Library will be out at Chili Fest this year. What can we expect?
Oh yes, on Saturday, the 5th, we will be out there. We'll have a table for a little bit. Things will just be some little story time and a couple little giveaways. And we will also be having our annual book sale at the library during Chili Fest on Saturday and Sunday. So that's going to be the 5th and 6th. We will be at the Senior Health and Wellness Fair at the YMCA on October 29th. And we have our upcoming October activities, preschool labs, homeschool hangout, book club. We're going to have an open craft day on October 30th and 31st from 12 to 6. So we have in the community room, and we'll have a bunch of things set out everywhere and a couple of examples of crafts, but you can it's a free for all. You can make whatever you like.
Awesome. Very cool. Quick jog from Chili Fest over to the public library. I'm hoping that day fills the building a bit.
Yes, I hope so too. We have tons of books of all different kinds, based on things that people have donated or books that we've had to pull from the shelves. So, and it's it's a good bargain. I hope we get a lot of people coming in for that.
Really, really cool. Aaron, we got about 2 minutes left here, and I'm hoping we can fit in enough of this conversation here. You have a very special event planned for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Please fill us in on this. Yes,
the Sojourn Shelter and Services in Springfield contacted us about just doing a regular type of display for domestic violence, and I asked them if there was any special events that we could do together. The more things we offer to the community and the more services we offer, the better. Yeah. So they are going to do this thing they call Silent Witness. And it is a community-based campaign that honors the lives of domestic violence, homicide victims through family support, community connections, and advocacy for change. So what that is, it sounds sad, and it is very sad, and it's something that we need to look at. But there's some cardboard cutouts with local stories of victims of domestic violence. We hear things on the news. We see things. We hear stories. Like the Olympian whose partner, she was a victim as well. It's so sad. It's way too prevalent, unfortunately. But if we can do things about it and help people, then we're doing something right. Wow. So in the community room, we're going to have this big display. There are going to be people from the Sojourn Shelter there. That's going to be Monday, October 7th and Tuesday, October 8th during the entire opening hours of the library, 10 to 7. And then there's going to be resources, those, like I said, those silent witness boards. And then in the smaller room, what we call the genealogy room, the little mini conference room, there will be counselors on hand available, because this can be a very triggering subject, or can be a very hard subject for some people to handle. Yeah. So I just think that's so wonderful. There's going to be counselors on hand, ready to help, and a private room too. If you're concerned for your safety, these things are very real for people who need help. And a lot of times people don't go get help because they're concerned for their safety. They're concerned for people seeing them, or they don't even know where to start. So this is a wonderful place to start to find out how you can help others or how you can get help yourself.
Just amazing that you took the extra step to actually get the event, and not just one cardboard cutout, but a whole event, and bringing that to Taylorville Public Library. Erin, we are totally out of time, but thank you so much for making the time being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Erin Cromit, Programming and Outreach Manager at Taylorville Public Library, here on our WTIM Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.